All right. So here's another good one. And I have to put this out there. This is a question that kind of Andy and I have discussed previously to the show, and we get caught up with it a lot.
Yeah.
And it has to do with moving in the right direction, right? Like actually making sure that what you're doing is moving in a positive direction. I feel like I'm wasting my time. How do I know whether or not my actions are moving me in the right direction with what I'm trying to achieve?
Right. So the way that this question came about was right before we started to record this episode, we started to talk about it and we just said, stop, like, let's just talk about it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually caught ourselves for once instead of just talking about some good shit and then not letting anyone else know about it.
Right. Well, yeah. So like with this, there's multiple ways to, like, we can call it what it is. It's paralysis by analysis. You know, in a lot of ways we create this idea for what we want to accomplish. And instead of going to the right, down the right, like, path, we end up veering off on this little minute path, you know? An example for me would be like, okay, well, we need to achieve X amount of sales in order to open store 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Right.
Why am I focused on the exact design and layout of these shaker cups that we're ordering from China right now? why am I like, you know, I'm over here stressed about these little things. So like that it's
procrastination. That's really what it is. You're procrastinating.
You're delaying
when you do
pain,
that.
right?
And I do it too. Yeah. Right. Instead of tackling this big goal that's going to pay off the most, you start focusing on little small things that don't really fucking matter.
Exactly.
And I did this for years and I still catch myself doing it.
I do it weekly. I mean, not in a long way.
So do I. Yeah, absolutely. You have to constantly keep yourself in check with it. Is this moving me towards my big goal? No, then don't fucking do it.
Exactly.
Hire someone else to do it. So if you're a business owner and you're listening to this and you want to not focus on small shit that still needs to be done, hire other people to do it. Outsource it on Upwork or Fiverr or something like that.
Fiverr's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, find someone that needs some extra cash that could very well do this, especially if it's like brain dead work that doesn't take a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Pay them, $100 or some shit, and don't get caught up in that idea where, well, it's $100. I could just do it. Yeah, you could, but what else could you be doing with your fucking time? Like how valuable is your time?
That's right.
For me, I've never actually put a price on it, but I'm going to say like if it doesn't cost more than $300 for someone else to do, I'm not going to fucking do it. I'm going to get someone else to do it.
Exactly.
Because the things that only I can do are worth $300 an hour. I just pulled that number out of my ass, but it's probably fairly accurate. So if I can pay someone else to do, like say pack orders, I don't pack orders for Norse anymore. And it's because that was actually the first thing I delegated. When I realized I'm like, I'm wasting my fucking time doing this. Anyone could do this task. Instead of focusing on marketing or something like that. Or creating content, I'm sitting here packing orders. It's an important aspect of the business, but it's something that anyone could do. So I hired someone else to do it.
And just so y'all know, he's running a 30% discount on his time today. It's normally worth about $500-$600 an hour. So he's being modest.
You're welcome.
That's something I always ask myself weekly. It's like, okay, I look at what I'm doing and what I'm focusing on. And I ask myself, okay, if I keep devoting energy to this task, what's the ROI on it? Like, what is my return on this specifically? Is it going to be for this X goal, or is it going to give me just, piddling, or a little bit of dopamine for having a sick logo?
Satisfaction.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I think the best way to stay grounded on that as well is to write your goals down every day. We've talked about that before, and I will continue to talk about it till I die. Write your goals down in the morning, write them again down at night.
I agree.
So if you write them down in the morning, that's fresh in mind. So when you're doing these small bullshit tasks throughout the day, it's like, is this moving me towards this big goal? No, then don't fucking do it.
Do you find yourself going through phases? And this is me personally, I'm going through one right now where I wake up and I do my task list for the day, but I almost feel like I'm filling it with minute tasks because I'm like in a waiting period. I just almost feel bleh. Like what more do I need to do today? Everything's kind of like an autopilot.
Yeah.
Do you ever go through that?
Your big goal is kind of, you can't really move forward on it right now.
Yeah, I guess it's just going to take patience.
So maybe come up with another goal, a short-term goal.
That's true.
Something that you can do within the next month or two that will move the needle forward. Not necessarily opening up the new store, because I know that's a big objective right now. But maybe something that you can do within the next couple of weeks. During this downtime.
No, you're right. And I still, I'm not saying that I don't. Like we're releasing a lot of new stuff.
Oh, I know you are.
Cool things. But, you go through phases where I just look at that list, and I'm the biggest preacher on creating your daily task list too, But I look at it and I'm like, God, everyth's like delegated. Like we're just waiting, like I'm just trying to be patient. So
and that's driving you crazy.
Oh man, it's fucking me up big time. It's like I was talking to Isaac the other day, and he's like, dude, and it made me really nice of him to say, he was like, man, you're you were working on 2019 Jacob's pace, which is still insane, just waiting for the opportunity to jump to 2021 Jacob pace.
I like that.
He's like, you're having to be patient. It sucks. But I'm like, yeah.
But it's going to pay off.
I hope so. But anyway, that was totally an off tangent.
Yeah,
but
no, it's cool.
Hopefully you guys got something out of that.
Yeah. So let's refresh that real quick.
Yeah. So that question was in regards to feeling like we're wasting our time, and what do we need to do to know whether or not we're moving the needle in the right direction?
Yeah. So if you want to stay grounded with that, write down your goals every day.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the day, when you catch yourself doing shit, ask yourself this question: is this moving me closer to my goal? If the answer is no, then don't fucking do it. Find someone else to do it.
Boom. There's your answer.
Plain and simple,
that
guys.
was your episode right there.